back in our seats one more time, man. Still feeling a little under the weather, but you know, usually I be sniffling because, you know, it's just cold and my nose be runny, but now got a bunch of vapor rub on my nose, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get through it, trust me, I'm all right. Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back with you again today for another reaction video. And back at it again for another bit, you know, another part from Stand-Up Special Tuesday that we got going on here. As you guys know, we are on my man Bobby Slayton's comedy special, Born to Be Bobby, and we're gonna get into part 3 today. Now, this dude, the first few parts, man, has shown me one that he's got, you know, he's been married for a while, you know what I'm saying? And as it turns out, I read just right after I did part 2, man, is that his wife died about 5-6 years back. I don't know how my man Bobby is feeling these days, man, but you know, rest in peace to your wife, Bobby Slayton, man. I know it must have been hard. You talk a lot of smack, man, but you know you loved your wife, man. So yeah, and it turns out his daughter is actually a member of this all-girl singing group, you know, and I never even heard of who they were, but you know, I think they're called like GPL, GRL, something like that. I don't know. But I haven't checked anything out from them yet, but I have to see how they sound, you know, see if they sound a little good. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into part 3, like I said, with my man Bobby Slayton. So yes, Bobby Slayton with Born to Be Bobby, part 3. And if you like this reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Keep everything going. All right. So yeah, man, we on part 3 of this, you know, got one more part after this. We will conclude next Tuesday, and then I will let you guys know what is on the list for the next comedy special that we're gonna get to. So yeah, man, but in the meantime, we got business to handle, don't we? Let's do it. Bobby Slayton with Born to Be Bobby, part 3, right here on Eddie B TV. We're continuing on with Stand Up Special Tuesday. Let's get back into the laughs. I'll try not to sniffle too much, you know what I'm saying? Runny nose and stuff. My fingers won't smell like vapor rub. All right, let's get into this one more time. Let's get situated, and here we go.
Are you okay, sir? I mean, married 10 years. I got to give you credit for that. I really do. When's your anniversary? Don't tell him. When's your anniversary? What? Easter. Do you have a date? It's like Pavlov's dog. When the kids start to find the eggs, I gotta buy the broad something.
Perfect time. Perfect time, yeah.
2 holidays out of the way. What is the date? The date of your anniversary? 23rd. What? 23rd of what month? You don't know. Okay, fine. All right, he was almost there. He was almost there. You know what? Let me explain something to you. Even me, Mr. Pitbull of comedy, you know what? I do jokes about my wife. Actually been very stoic and really cool about a lot of this stuff. But the one thing you can't forget is your anniversary. If you've got her birthday or Valentine's Day, I mean, none of it's good. But the anniversary, you can't forget. I can't explain to you guys who aren't married how important the anniversary is. The anniversary is like Yom Kippur to the Jews. It's like Palm Sunday for the Roman Catholics. It's Halloween for the homos. Right? Dress up like a fire chief, an Indian, you can be, you know.
Oh, he's a fool for that.
Is he romantic after 10 years? That's what's important. I mean, besides coming to my show, what does he do that's romantic? Does he take you out for dinner ever? You see, you can't go wrong with that, gentlemen. Does he take you away ever for your anniversary, for a birthday, a little vacation? Ever buy you flowers or perfume? Or yes. Okay, he buys her shit. You see what I'm... Okay, it's about money to women. It's about money. It's about money. So let me explain something to you. And this is not a woman's fault. Ladies, I'm going to stick up for you. I'll make it quick.
Okay.
It's called a blow job, okay? Some guy, in his infinite wisdom, named it blow job, okay? Now think about it. Who gives the best head? Hookers and porno stars. Why? It's their job. When does your wife blow you? When you buy her stuff. She's getting paid for the job. It's a job. Subliminally, subconsciously, a woman's mind, not the blonde so much, but a woman's mind. In case you're tuning late, it's like talking to a chicken. A woman's mind picks that up. It's a job to you. Your wife blows you when you buy her stuff. That's why, see, that's a man's fault. If we would have called it blow vacation.
Oh.
How nice does that sound? Honey, come on down. You need a blow vacation. Take your time. doesn't matter how long it takes. 8 days, 7 nights. It's all in the wording. Okay? There's wording that makes stuff. Anal sex doesn't sound nice to most people. Hey, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just saying.
He's going after him, man. Oh, he's stupid.
Anal sex. You know what's amazing too? If you go to an adult bookstore or one of those porno shops and you look at all the different sections, it doesn't say anal sex. It just says anal. Because I think by the time you say anal to a woman, she's already left the building. Anal sex. Honey, what? Well, I'm not finished. Of course women don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Anal sounds worse than blow job. Anal. You hear the word anal? It's not associated with anything good. Anal. It's not going to be a soup of the day, a Ben & Jerry's flavor, a crayon color.
No.
Anal means something's wrong with my fucking ass. I need a doctor. 911. Call the police. Fuck. Ow. I can't sit down. Anal. Fuck. Anal sex.
Oh, man.
Now, if we called it, let's say, quality time. A little quality time, a blow vacation. There's your Valentine's Day. There's your fucking Easter. Stop holding on to your wife. You grab her one more time and go to the homo table. You want to sit at the homo table?
Oh, my God.
There's nothing worse than when I see guys holding their wife's hand. You gotta stop this shit. I'll tell you why. Last year, my wife comes to Vegas. I'm doing a show there. My wife comes to Vegas. Not a big fan of Vegas. It's our anniversary. I gotta work. She's not happy. I understand. I'm waiting for her to get ready. You never see that happen. It was crazy. I was ready to go out for dinner. She wasn't ready. It was a wacky night.
Yeah.
I'm sitting downstairs in the casino at the bar, and I'm just playing off, just to get the free beers. I won $4,000. I said, you know what?
Hey.
This is an omen. It's my anniversary. My wife hates Vegas. She's not happy. I'm going to take this $4,000 and spend it on my wife. Show her what a romantic guy I could be, how great Vegas could be. And I take the $4,000, and we get room service. We get champagne sent to the room. We take a helicopter ride to the Hoover Dam. I took her to a show. She got a massage, a manicure, a pedicure. I sent her flowers. Went through the whole $4,000 in 2 days. Now, thank you. You should have been there. I know. I'm glad I get some appreciation from you people.
Oh, no. What happened?
So what I said before is that Vegas is the honeymoon capital of the country. So all these young newlyweds and people in love are there. We're on the elevator going to our room the next night. Because after spending $4,000, there's a couple holding hands. It was you, dickhead.
Looked like De Niro just now.
They walk off the elevator. My wife says to me, you see how he holds her hand? You don't love me like that. You never hold my hand. And I'm thinking, I just spent $4,000 on this fucking broad. Helicopter rides, limo, champagne, dinner. What the fuck do I have to do? I'm James Bond. What do I have to do? See, ladies, that's another thing that pisses me off. Why do women always get to decide what's romantic? You never hold my hand. Well, you never hold my cock. That's romantic to me.
Yeah.
We've been to Hawaii 5 times. Not once on the beach have you tickled my balls as the sun sets in the west.
That would be so romantic, wouldn't it? Oh,
Gotta hold your hand. When we get to the corner, if you're afraid to walk across the street, I'll hold your hand. What are you, a monkey? What are you, 9? What are you, retarded? Are you a 9-year-old fucking retarded monkey?
Ladies, where's the romance, man?
You ever take a shower or a bubble bath together? You do that too? Is that fun for you? No, it's not fun for you. No, it's not fun for him. Look at him, it's not fun for him. Taking a shower. See, women like that. That's another thing you see in the movies. Let's take a bath or a shower. Looks good on paper. Reality, what happens? You take a shower with your wife, and she winds up into the hot water, and you gentlemen are standing there like a goddamn mental patient. With a shriveled up dick and soap in your face. Honey, this is great. Let me know when there's no more hot water. It'll be my turn. I'm naked. My dick looks like a stack of buttons. This is great.
That's what they look like, though.
My point is, it's about money to women. Women blow you when you buy them shit. There's a show I just saw. If you ever get a chance to see it, it's played in Southern California. I actually saw it in New York. It's in Vegas now. It's called Bodies. Have you heard of the show? It's the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Google it when you get home. It's some mad scientist found a way to take real human bodies, and there's like 30 of them, and somehow take the skin off and plasticize them. So you see how the human body works, and they're real people. So when people run, you see the muscles and the tissue, and you see when people have lung cancer, what happens to the body and the reproductive system, and they focus on the brain. Okay, the women's bodies that you see, and it's done very subtly, if you look in the woman's pelvic area, you can actually see this little money counter. Yes.
A money counter.
If you remember
really?
the Good Humor Man of the ice cream, I had that change counter, base, on a woman's pelvic area. Before a woman fucks you, there's a little artery that goes to her brain. She figures out how much money you have, and the vagina opens or not, like a Venus flytrap. It is fascinating. It is educational. The pussy takes American Express. That's why it's shaped like an ATM machine.
What about Discover? Does it take Discover? I don't know, man. Does it take
I never knew that. You have any kids?
Oh,
no kids. Okay, well, there's no, I'm not a big fan of kids. My wife and I have a teenage daughter. My wife's now menopausal. So what happens is, one's coming of age, this one's not coming anymore, and it's she's getting tits, she's getting whiskers. It doesn't stop.
Ouch.
It really doesn't stop with you ladies, does it? I'm getting zits, my ass getting big, I'm getting stretch marks, I'm getting cellulite. I can't help you. I'll give you money. Call the doctor. Call AAA. It's beyond my jurisdiction. It's beyond my comprehension. All I'm saying is, women, and I said this earlier, you're telling us that guys change all the time. You're changing all the time. You're changing all the time. You get a doctor's note. I'm just a fucking asshole. You have a period, you got postpartum depression, you're pregnant, you're menopausal, you're fucking nuts from the cradle to the grave. And you wind up with Oprah writing a book. I go to prison for my actions.
Oh, sad, isn't it?
Here's what I want to tell you guys right now, and it's too late for me, but what's interesting is when a woman says to you, it's that time of the month, gentlemen, remove yourself from the situation. When she says to you, I'm having my period, there's nothing that can't wait a week, okay? Let me explain. You ever watch these Animal Planet shows? You ever watch these shows like when animals attack and predators go wild? Okay. If you watch these shows closely, you'll see that animals don't really attack and they don't really go crazy. A shark will attack a swimmer or a surfer. He's a fucking shark. He lives in the ocean. You look like a seal. He doesn't know what he's doing, okay? You see this in the zoo, at the circus. It happened last month. I saw a story about it. It was horrible. Some grizzly bear attacked a stuntman on a TV show. They said the grizzly bear just went nuts. He's a fucking grizzly bear. And you can take them and train them and put them on TV, but eventually the grizzly bear goes, what the fuck am I doing on MTV playing cards with Metallica? Somebody's got to die. It happens with elephants at the circus. It happened with Siegfried and Roy. With all due respect, fellas.
Man, he just won't leave him alone.
The homosexual community. But Siegfried and Roy, you know what? I said this. When I started playing Vegas 30 years ago, I said this, and nobody listened to me. I said, when these two homos came to town, I said, this is a train wreck waiting to happen. These two guys come to Vegas with a white tiger. And by the way, nobody in the world had ever seen a white tiger until Siegfried and Roy in their Grandpa Munster Nazi homosexual basement with a can of paint and some hair from a polar bear and a fucking cat. I don't know what the fuck they did. Satanic, I tell you.
Satanic, I tell you.
They invented a white tiger. Now they got a white lion. What's next? A unicorn? What is this, Narnia? What are you, Lord of the Rings? Where are you coming up with this fucking shit, Siegfried and Roy? But the point is, a tiger went crazy and attacked Roy. No, he didn't. He's a tiger. They don't belong in Vegas. With Japanese tourists taking pictures and backstreets throwing shit, and kids puking, and eventually the tiger goes nuts. Okay, let me give you a better example. You see this all the time in Southern California. A friend of mine, their cat was taken away by a coyote. You live in Southern California and you live in the hills, this is gonna happen. You see rattlesnakes, they're there. Rattlesnakes, mountain lions, Mexicans, they're not going anywhere. Get a can of Raid and a badge and a flashlight, scare them away. I don't know what to tell you. What I'm saying was, rattlesnakes are a perfect example of an animal you're not supposed to fuck with. You ever see a rattlesnake? When you were a kid, rattlesnakes, they're so frightening. One of the most docile animals in the world. Rattlesnakes warn you. They don't want to be messed with. They tell you. No, don't fuck with me. You can hear them. You can see them. They're telling you no. Women are the same way.
Yeah.
That was a long way to go for this joke. Thank you for hanging out.
I started to forget where he was going.
I'm saying that women are the same way. When your wife comes out of the bathroom with that short fuse hanging out of her, get the fuck out of there!
Short fuse.
What is wrong with you guys? She has a fuse hanging out of her. It's a Molotov cocktail. It can blow at any moment, you dumb fuck. Get out!
He said Molotov cocktail. He's nuts, man.
It's really interesting, too, when I said to you I have a teenage daughter, and I keep forgetting she's not a teenager anymore. She's 21 years old, and every time I introduce my daughter to people, she's a teenager. Daddy, I'm 21. But it goes by really quickly, and they grow up very quickly. And if you have a kid, you know this, and it's sad. She's moving out next week with a boyfriend, and I realize it's part of life, but it's just not right. And how come your wife can't grow up and move out? And your children stay with you? How great would that be? Wouldn't that be great, guys? Honey, you're 50, you're getting big, it's about time you got your own place. You don't fuck, you can't cook, your work is done here.
She's grown up.
My daughter's 21, she's getting an apartment next week. My wife's thrilled to death, but not that happy. She says to me, my wife says, well, isn't it great she's finally moving out? Now we can have sex anytime we want to. I said, really? Are you moving out too?
Dude, what?
I'll tell you what's tough is shopping for your wife. I mean, you're married 10 years. When you first met your wife, I bet you could buy her some clothes and buy her a nice little outfit. And you know what happens? The longer you stay married, the tougher it is to shop for women. Because here's what happens. They get older, sizes change, colors change, themes change. I don't wear shoulder pads. It's the wrong season. I don't wear that anymore. I'm too old for this. I don't really like that. Whatever. So I gave up buying my wife stuff. I don't know what to buy her anymore. It's her birthday a few months ago, and here's what I do. I go to Macy's, I get a gift certificate. My wife likes Macy's. And every time I go into the store and I'll buy her something, she winds up returning it. So I think I'll just get her a gift certificate. She wasn't happy. I gave her it was like $500, and she says to me, you put no thought into this. I would think most women would like that, not my wife. I go, wait a second. When I buy you a gift, you always return it. So that if I give you some fucking money or a gift certificate, you buy whatever the hell you want. Well, when you buy me something, at least I know you put some thought into it. By the way, gentlemen, that's bullshit. Don't let women pull that crap on you. The thought that counts. Because you know what? Next birthday, next Christmas, don't buy her shit. And go, yeah, I thought about it. Then I thought, fuck her. The Sopranos gave it on DVD. She'll get herself something. I go to Victoria's Secret to buy her a gift. And you know what? I don't care how hot your wife is. I don't care how much you love your girlfriend. You walk into Victoria's Secret, at least the one in Beverly Hills, and the chicks there are so goddamn hot. They look like they stepped out of the pages of the catalog. So this young lady, oh my God, 22, 23, whatever. She says to me, it's your wife's birthday. What do you see her in? I said, her coffin. What are you doing tonight?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to cut it off right there. He sees her in a coffin. That is cold-blooded, man. Oh, man, he just keeps going, man, non-stop. You know what I'm saying? That was good stuff, man. Whew, only had to wipe my nose a couple of times during all that. Yeah, I gotta keep going, man. I know, it's a tragedy out here. I hate being sick, man. It makes me so bad. All right, y'all, that was Bobby Slayton with Born to Be Bobby, part 3 of this comedy special. Oh, man. Well, what can I unpack with this one real quick, man? Well, a couple of parts that I can remember off the top of my head. I can't speak for this personally because I've never been married, but I've been in a relationship with my lady for 7 years now. And it's like the anniversary thing, me and my lady, man, we're still kind of up in the air about it. We know it was sometime between March and April that we met each other for the first time, and that's how we decide our anniversary or whatever. But it's trippy because we haven't even brought it up, so we're gonna do something pretty soon. But we always I don't know, was it March or was it April or was it May? Who knows? But it was in between that time, and we both don't remember. So something, it's not just on me this time. All right, fellas, we dodged the bullet with this one with me. All right, take a lesson from me, and at least try to make sure if you both don't remember, you know what I mean, then hey, even keeled, that's cool. I don't mind that. Yeah, but it's just relationships in general, I just believe two women, and I don't think it's really that they really look at it in a horrible way. I don't really think this. Sometimes it's just by default that this happens. But relationships are very much transactional to women, man. It's not something that, I can look down on certain females for, because, sometimes the feelings are connected to the gesture and the gesture is connected to, this, that, other thing. It's just, you never really know. You never really know how to handle that. And me, I've never handled it, properly by women's standards at all. It's I don't do the whole put thought into it, you know what I mean, or whatever. It's if I get something and you end up returning it, it kind of takes the whole purpose of me putting thought into something, because I'm not for looking at sizes of women's clothing. I'm not a very romantic person like that. You know, it's not that I don't care about my lady. It's just that for some reason, things like this don't register to me, and I don't know how to handle them properly, you know? And it's like, well, some other guys put thought into this. I'm like, well, I mean, maybe they don't have very much else to offer. That's always a possibility, you know, because every time I see dudes remembering certain things like that, I give them props, but it's like, I can only come at it from my understanding of it, which is not very much. So there's not really much to get into with that. But what he was talking about was real, you know what I mean? Like, when I buy you something, you return it, so I'm just gonna buy you a gift certificate. It's just like, gosh, I wish you would just, it's like, it's an empty gesture if you're telling me I need to put thought into something and then you still take it back. So it's just like, kill two birds with one stone. I get you something that I did put some thought into. I thought about the fact that every time I do this, you do that, so this is what I'm gonna do here. And it still never seems to be enough. I mean, he's talking about his wife specifically, so I mean, obviously, it's probably doesn't go down with everybody, but it does go down a lot because I've been through it personally, you know, so it is what it is. But yeah, if you guys can remember the anniversary, you know, if you can't, then, you know, just like own it. And so that way, if she tries to use it against you every year, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, you know me, so you can't keep using the same thing. Can't try a person for the same crime twice. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, aside from that, what else could I talk about, man? It's like, you know, as both men and women get older, you know, certain interests and things go away, and, you know, somebody always talking about what they still want out of life, but they can't get it from each other, you know? It's the unfortunate bystander of relationships, you know? I never did like it, you know, I'm 37 now, and I don't know what my sex drive is going to be like or anything like that as I get older. Hey, I can only just take it day by day, year by year. But, you know, I just never really understood, you know, when it comes to relationships, you know, I obviously wasn't cut out for them, you know what I mean? Because I have so much resistance towards certain things. But whenever I hear about new things that go on and what someone expects here or what somebody else would like here, I would just always just go, gosh, man, what's up with all these expectations? Can't we just like be literal as possible and then just do it? Well, that takes away the romance. I'm like, romance in many ways is kind of overrated to me. Not completely, you know, there are ways that you could just be romantic by reflex, you know what I mean? And you don't even realize it until it happens. But, you know, and for the most part, it's kind of overrated because what you do, what you think is romantic, like he said, you know, women decide what's romantic all the time. I never did appreciate that at all, because like, if two people are involved in the relationship and both have different interpretations of what romance is, then you gotta both come each other's way. You know, women, as I've come to understand it, at least with my history and many others, women aren't willing to meet you halfway, you know. Some are, believe me, you know, I've heard some of them stories, you know, some females just know that some stuff's gotta go down, you know, and sometimes some females are into it, some others aren't, but hey, at least they handle their business. You know, it's like a business transaction, like I said. But, overall, man, it's just like, I don't ever really have any like thoughts about romantic gestures because I'm not good at them. I admit it, you know what I mean? I wear it on my sleeve, you know, I'm not with pride or nothing like that. It's just what it is. But, you know, when he was talking about the periods, you know, thing though, I will say this, man. You know, I know some females probably won't like what I'm about to say, but it's just me being honest, all right? I've never really had like a fear of a woman's period. I never had a fear of that. It's like every time a woman was on her period, it's almost like smell blood in the water or something like that, and then all of a sudden I'm just ready to fight. You know what I mean? I'm just ready. It never worried me. I never like, oh my God, she's on her period, I better run. No. I'll stick around. I'll make you want to leave. I just don't have it in me to be like very charismatic about that kind of thing. I know, ladies, you can chew me out if you want to. Maybe I deserve it, but it's just not, excuse me. It's just not something that worries me at all. You know, you gotta live, I gotta live. We're gonna coexist one way or another, man. It ain't gonna be me running for cover, man, because I do not fear your tactics, my dear. I just don't do it. But yeah, some guys, you know, they're not equipped to handle it, man. If you see it going on, just distance yourself, like he said. He's not wrong about what he's saying. For me, I know how to combat things a little bit differently to where, you know, at least I'm comfortable with the situation too, you know. But what is the last thing that I can talk about? The whole animals thing, when he was comparing it to periods and stuff like that. you know, I still can't stand to this day, like, the way people treat animals. You know what I mean? I'm not like an extreme animal advocate. I just believe there's a principle to it that doesn't involve you getting overly emotionally, what's the word I'm looking for? Emotionally invested in animals, you know? I appreciate all animals, but at the same time, just from a distance. I don't think anybody should mess with them. But it's like whenever I hear stories about what happened, like with Siegfried and Roy, and about the bear thing in the every time I hear about attacks, stay the hell away. I don't understand, you know, same thing with the whale trainers and all that stuff. I never did appreciate any of that stuff. I hate aquariums and zoos. They make me sick, you know, and every time I hear a story like that, I don't have any sympathy in my heart whatsoever. Oh, somebody got mauled by a wild animal? Good. Shouldn't have been anywhere near that animal. You stupid. There's one less idiot in the world. I know that might sound harsh to some people, man, and hopefully nobody who subscribed to me has a family member who got mauled by a wild animal. That would just be a horrible coincidence with what I'm saying right now, but still not apologetic, you know what I'm saying? Stay away from them wild animals, man. It's ridiculous. But overall, man, this dude just continues to kill, man. If I forgot anything else to talk about, then, you know, hey, whatever. It was a long clip. You know, my memory's a little foggy. But this dude just continues to shred, man. He's funny as hell. And, oh, yeah, one more thing that I could talk about when he was talking about the blowjobs and the anal sex and all that stuff. Yeah, whatever, man. I mean, I like to dabble in some freaky shit, y'all. But at the same time, it's not any fun to me unless we're both on the same page, me and the lady. Because, man, I don't like resistance when I'm trying to have my fun, and I don't want to feel like, you know, somebody is just trying to have their pleasure and someone else is not having fun. It just doesn't work for me like that, man. Yeah, it's that kind of on the same page thing that kind of is a turn on to me. I know, I'm weird, right? But yeah, man, still a funny clip, man. And I got one more part to go, and hopefully he closes out real strong with that one. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right there. One more time. Bobby Slayton with Born to Be Bobby, part 3 of this stand-up comedy special. And if you like that reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Keep everything going, like I always say. So, yeah, man, I'm hanging in, you know. This is a little bit of light headache, you know, just not overexerting myself, screaming at the top of my lungs. My intro's a little bit softer, as you can hear. Overall, man, I'm just real happy to continue to get to the laughs, you know. The laughter, believe it or not, along with some vapor rub and some Motrin, you know, that, and ibuprofen or whatever, is keeping me okay. I'm hanging on, all right? I'm not overexerting myself, man. I hear some of y'all comments, you know, you leave me telling me to take it easy. Believe it or not, this is actually me taking it easy, y'all. So, yeah, man, I'm glad I was able to get to this one again. This dude, Bobby Slayton, is hilarious. I can't wait to get to more of him even after the special raps, you know what I mean? Because this dude is just a nut. He's funny as hell. And, yeah, will be a wrap on that one. This is going to be Eddie B TV signing off one more again here. And I was really glad I was able to get to this. I was always thinking about something to get to from Bobby Slayton, that, you know, somewhere along the lines of a special or whatever, because the only other time that I had seen him was on that Nasty Show introduction of Patrice O'Neal, and maybe one scattered clip. It was like really old and the quality was bad. But man, Bobby Slayton, man, this dude is just hilarious, man. He knows how to talk about things. You can't say he's wrong because he's actually married. He goes through things. He admits when he does messed up shit, and then he also talks about his wife, how crazy she could be about some things. I know you're not supposed to call the ladies crazy, but like I said, I do what I want, damn it. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in one more time to this one, man. We're going to close it out, like I said, next Tuesday with part 4, and hopefully it closes out strong. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in one more time, and until next reaction, love and appreciate y'all. Peace.